All right, welcome to another episode of Real Estate Entrepreneurs. Once again, I'm Jonathan Liu, and I'm here with Darin Wells, real estate veteran. And today we're actually in front of Masters Realty here, and we're trying to lock up a contract. And we thought it was fitting to actually, talk about contracts today, because maybe share your experience with that. Because a lot of people, myself included, it's kind of scary to say, hey, we're going to offer you this, and then we don't know if we can get out of it. So, why don't you tell them about that?
So basically, in this market, in our LA market, there's a lot of competition, and so whenever we find that good deal, the first thing we try to do is get that under contract, and that's why we're here today. But it is a scary thing, but by signing the contract, that doesn't bind you to purchase that property 100%. You still have other things you have to go through, which is a 5-day due diligence. By chance, if you make a bad decision, you still have 5 days to go back and say, you know what, we kind of don't want to, we don't want this property anymore. And so by getting a contract, it's just a promise that, hey, it looks like we're going to buy this property. Let's proceed forward. Let's open escrow. So that's all we're here to do today.
Okay. Perfect. Well, let's get further then. What happens once it's actually in escrow?
Okay, so you put your earnest money deposit, EMD, put your earnest money deposit in, then you have that, like I said, that 5 days that you go there, and then you can go to the property. You can have, I would suggest you either have a licensed contractor or some type of home inspector go through that property to make sure that what you're buying is a good deal. Because the agent, trust me, will tell you it's a great deal. Right. Doesn't always mean it is.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now, how much is an earnest money deposit usually? And do you get that back? If, let's say the deal doesn't, you say, hey, look, I don't want this. Do you get the earnest money back?
Absolutely. The earnest money deposit is just a deposit until you come to terms with the contract. Okay. So you can always get out and get your deposit back, unless sometimes they'll have you sign a paper that'll forfeit your deposit as you go along past that 5 days. Within that 5 days, they cannot take your earnest money deposit. So you can always get that back. It's just you showing that you're interested and you really want to buy this property.
Okay. Perfect. Now, so we've got the offer, we've got the acceptance of the offer, we've got the escrow, we've got the earnest money deposit. Yeah. Now, how about when do you finally get the keys? When do you close the deal? When does that magical day happen?
Well, typically, like for us, we're cash buyers. So we go in there, we tell them, hey, we want to buy this property. Here's our earnest money deposit. This particular escrow is going to be anywhere from 10 to 15 days. That's an average of how long, because we're coming to cash. Right. We're not like going to get a loan like the Bank of America. Right. We're paying cash. So we come in, we put our earnest money deposit, we do our $5,000 earnest money, and then after that, we have our 5 days. And then after that, then we fund the deal, providing everything is good with the property. We like the deal. Then we proceed forward, and then that's when we fund the escrow, which means wire our money in, and then we record. Once we record, the property is officially ours. Okay. And what about in the between that time? I mean, what happens during that escrow time? I mean, you're saying that because I hear about appraisers coming in, and they got to make sure that. What's that That's
about?
Typical, like if you were going to go buy it for you and your family. That's Bank of America or whatever bank you use. Okay. That would be if you went to them to get a loan, and you're going the traditional type of conventional loan. Got it. We're talking cash. We're coming in. We're wiring our monies directly from our account into an escrow account to buy the property. So you have the 5 days, and then after that you have a couple days and you wire your money and you close the deal.
Okay. Great. Well. See, I think I'm fresh out of questions. How about agents? Maybe we talk a little bit about real estate agents.
I love agents. I deal with them on a daily basis. But you have to be really careful dealing with the agent, because let's be honest, what is their goal? Their goal is to sell you the property. And it doesn't always mean it's a great deal. And so you have to do your due diligence and not just go by the word of your agent. So that would be one of my first suggestions is, do your homework, find somebody like myself that can give you an honest opinion on the property, that knows what they're doing, and don't take the word of an agent.
Right. Even if it's your family friend.
Well, I mean, they may not be.
They might not be as knowledgeable, or
right? Absolutely, they might not be as knowledgeable. So you just got to be really careful and do your due diligence. I've been doing this 20 years. If I don't know for something for sure, I call people. Hey, what do you think of this deal? You've got to run it by multiple people to make sure you're making a good decision on every deal.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Darin, once again. Another episode of Real Estate Entrepreneurs for you guys. Tune in next week. We're actually going to be talking about finding deals and what deals look like. We're actually even going to go over some of the deals that we've been through. Okay? Once again, post a comment, like it, and visit our website.